Like, are you on a website or something? Or
huh? What is it?
hold on.
So I didn't know.
Okay. Quit buying this fucker food. Okay, we are back. Good.
I did it! Now what am I doing here?
Alright. Important indicator is coolant temperature, gauge and engine coolant warning. Actually, this is something I do really want to do. Yep, 2 more. Coolant temperature gauge. Coolant needs to stay somewhat cool. That's why there's a coolant temperature gauge to let you know I need to change this. I need to change the thing. It's the same one, okay. Coolant needs to stay somewhat cool. That's why there's a coolant temperature gauge to let you know. Excuse me. If the coolant temperature is too high or rising rapidly. This analog dial may show the exact degrees or the relative temperature, very high or very low. If your coolant is too hot, stop driving immediately and get some assistance. Driving while this problem is going on will lead to some serious engine damage. Engine coolant warning. Since driving while the coolant is too hot is a major threat to your engine, there is also an engine coolant warning indicator. The lit icon message will draw your attention to the problem. Did you read my chats? I did see them, yeah. I had so I stream also to TikTok and it crashed on there but nowhere else, so I had to reset all the streams, because that's how that works. I did see them. I'll, check after the stream. Actually, I can just accept it now, actually. I'm guessing that's you. They're not listening to that. Or that. Or that. Okay, whatever. We'll go back to that. Important indicators for four-wheel drive indicator and suspension. A few more indicators. Four-wheel drive. If your vehicle is equipped in four-wheel drive, it will let you know each time you turn the vehicle on. It may even indicate the range at which the drive is engaged. However, if the message stays lit up, there is a problem with your four-wheel drive system. Air suspension! Are you noticing the pattern yet? Are you noticing the pattern, AJ? If the light stays on, there is a problem. The same concept applies to the air suspension indicator light. If it lights up momentarily, it's just telling you you have an air suspension system. If it stays illuminated, there's something wrong. Important indicator is door ajar and fuel reset. Next up, let's discuss the door ajar and fuel reset indicators. Door ajar. If you turn on the ignition without securely shutting all the doors vehicles, the door ajar warning light will illuminate. You may hear beeping as well until the offending door is closed. Fuel reset. Hello, Brian. Ha 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 ha. Hello. Check your auto mod again. Again? Just send you a friend request on Discord. Can you please? I did accept it. My Discord username is... Oh. You can send me another one.
I fucked up.
I shall do.
Okay, I get another chance.
Is that you?
There.
Fuel reset indicator will light up when the ignition is on, and the fuel shut-off switch has been triggered. This can happen because of an abrupt stop or collision. Important chimes, key and ignition and headlights on. Next time we'll go over some important chimes to know. Key and ignition. Leaving your keys in the ignition is a really bad idea. It's basically an invitation for someone to steal your car. Your car does not want to be stolen, so it has a key and ignition warning chime. It will beep if you leave the key in the ignition, when the ignition is off, and the driver's side door is open. Headlights on. If your vehicle thinks you're about to get out, ignition is off, driver's door is open, and you left your headlights or parking lights on, it will chime. This is the headlights on warning chime, and it's your vehicle's way of making sure you don't drain its battery by leaving the lights on. Pouring lights, boil, oil, and coil. Hello, Ethan Brainerd. Or Brainard. We're just the turn of a key. Your dashboard is going to glow with all kinds of lights. We hope that you will remember our descriptions of them all. But if you can only remember 3 things, make them boil, oil, and coil. We've shown you these lights before, but they are so important that we want to show you them again. If you see one of these lights, you'll need to take action to ensure your car is safe to drive. Boil. The first more important warnings, boil, is the temperature warning light. If it comes on, or the gauge moves into the red area, the temperature of the engine coolant is too high. This is not good. Your engine will overheat soon. Look for a safe place on the road to stop and jerk off and turn off your engine. Call a mechanic or a tow truck for further assistance. No, this usually means the level of coolant in your radiator is low and needs topping off. Oil. Let's move on to oil, specifically the oil gauge or warning light. It lets you know if the oil level in the crankcase is low. Remember, oil is a lubricant that helps you jerk off, that reduces friction between the metal parts inside the engine. Without oil, the parts would create... Without oil, the parts would create so much friction that they would eventually expand, as heated materials do, and be unable to move freely. If the oil pressure warning light shows up on the dashboard, find a safe place find a safe spot to pull over and stop. Driving could cause permanent damage to your engine. Coil. The loss of the oil. I'm not on the realm. Well, I might be in the world still. The loss of the ultra important indicators is coil. This refers to the battery alternator light or voltage gauge. If the light stays on, indicating a problem, it means the battery is not being charged. Sure, this warning isn't quite as urgent as the boil and the oil warnings, but still important. Without a properly charged battery, your vehicle will eventually stop working. Wow.
Apollo, I have to wait minutes now.
Okay.
He's like,
just for it to do
he's like,
this
okay.
entire thing, bro. Yo, Apollo, what you doing?
I'm looking for where the enchanting table is. I have no idea where enchanting table is.
I told Ryder I was like I might buy another piece of property, and I told him, but I don't want it to be like the one that's exactly right by your place. And he's like, why? And I'm like, because Apollo already feels like, since my things does so much.
Hello, I don't know.
His building's in the shadow, and I don't want him to feel that.
No, my building is literally in the shadow.
Backs of a feather. Let's try and take. Okay.
I literally don't want him to. I don't want you to like feel that way with another building right here. Just so it's like, oh yeah, you know, cool.
Yeah, but do you know where the enchanting table is?
The what is?
where people get, like, do they have chanting tables at their bases or something? I
What?
thought there was one like over here for.
You should turn off the vehicle. Yeah, that.
I don't know where an enchantment table would be. Sadly. I wish I did.
It's analog dial. Make sure the exact place that.
All right.
Should turn off when parked with. Indicates how much voltage is being supplied to charge a battery. Let you know the coolant's temperature. Airbag readiness. Okay, relative sale. That indicates the vehicle has airbags. There we go. I like this song. What is this song?
Why do I get random speed boosts?
Outside indicators.
Are these in... Oh. So stuff is...
Some indicators need to be checked from the outside
Are these
vehicle.
new trees or these...
Which ones? Yeah, I'll multitask. I'll do Minecraft and driver's head. Some
This is
indicators
just an
need to be
tree.
checked from the outside the vehicle. Engine oil level. You should
Hey,
check
so
your...
stuff actually gets added onto normal... I didn't know apples and stuff get
You
added onto
should check your oil about once per month.
Oh, that's a mod. That's
You'll have to open the hood and pull out the dipstick
Yeah,
that is
no.
protruding from the engine. Wipe it off with a clean, lint-free cloth. Put the dipstick back in, and then pull it out again. Make sure the coating of oil reaches up to fill the line of on the stick. Higher air pressure. Some
man.
vehicles will have a warning light to indicate low tire pressure. If you can check it yourself with a handheld gauge, most gas stations have air filling stations. These will have a gauge to measure tire pressure and hoses for adding air. Hydraulic fluid level. You should check your brake fluid and power steering hydraulic fluid too. The reservoir will be clear, so you can see if the fluid level is good. If it's not clear, there will be a dipstick, like the one you use to check the oil. Coolant level. You've learned how important it is to have enough coolant. Remember the cap in the overflow tank and check the fluid level inside the reservoir. You can check from the outside if You can also remove the radiator cap, but don't do so unless the engine is cool. Window washer fluid level. Window washer fluid is necessary for cleaning off grumbling windows and jerking off. Check your levels by opening the reservoir and looking inside or viewing the level from the outside of the clear reservoir. Chapter summary. Great job on this chapter. Before you go, let's review some of the important concepts you learned. What's the question?
So like the islands with the trees and stuff on them, like could I claim one when you have them fully done?
Yeah.
Yippee. Can I claim what used to be the FNAF island?
Yeah, but there's a few trees on there. There's also mega cherry island trees, and there is a few mega cherry ones on there. But you can have that.
I'd be fine with that.
I mean, that is
What
out.
did I just discover?
What? Let me TP.
I mean, you can finish that island.
Oh yeah, this was part of the quest for Aiden, but you never got to do it. This is part of the Spruce Islands.
No, I'm talking
Wait,
about
what are we
that.
talking about?
Those colorful trees over there.
Oh yeah, that's the Gay Islands.
Wait, let me see. Can I get teleported? Can I get teleported?
The what island?
The Gay Islands. It literally is gay because of rainbow.
Okay.
Wait, those are actually a real thing?
Yeah, the gay trees.
Wait, where?
Up there.
Up there?
Yeah, the
They're
rainbow.
not, actually, they're not an actual part of Minecraft though.
It's part of the mod.
Oh, I'm on one heart.
What are supposed to just be rainbow trees? They're supposed to be listed as rainbow trees. It's not LGBT.
Alright, your instrument panel. Your vehicle's instrument panel is the home of several communication tools that tell you how your vehicle is doing. Speedometer tells you your speed. Tachometer shows the engine's RPM. Odometer tallies your miles. Warning lights. Some of what you'll see on your instrument panel and other areas of your dash are what we collectively call warning lights. I need to move my camera back if I'm going to be in this position. Temperature light, alternator warning light, oil pressure light, parking brake light, brake light. Other important indicators. Other important indicators of your vehicle include check engine light, airbag readiness indicator light, seatbelt fasten indicator light / chime, parking brake light, anti-lock braking system light. Oh. I don't like that. How do you make this like pop out? Oh. That sucks. Oh, whatever. I don't want to read that, I get it. Hello, FNAF fan, Rie. Chapter 5, Brakes and Tires. After completing this chapter, you'll be able to describe how to use safety equipment in your vehicle properly. Why it matters. It's important to understand how all parts of your vehicle work so you can keep it in excellent condition. Lights! Lights are a critical part of any vehicle. There are specific rules for the amount, color, and positioning of vehicle lights, the brightness of vehicle lights, the distance ahead and behind that can be illuminated, the distance ahead that... Wait, no. Yeah. Your tail, brake, head, and turn lights need to be in good working order. When to use your headlights. Here are some rules for when you should use your headlights. Some of these are, enforced by law. No later than 30 minutes after sunset and until at least 30 minutes before sunrise. Whenever you can't see individuals and vehicles up to 1,000 feet away. During cloudy, rainy, snowy, foggy, or frosty weather conditions, on country or mountain roads to make it easier for other drivers to see you. Anytime when headlights would help you see and be seen better, when a road sign says that headlights must be used. High beam versus low beams. Activate your high beams whenever your normal headlights aren't providing enough light, but do not use high beams when 1. You're within 1,000 feet of an approaching vehicle. 2. When you're within 600 feet of a vehicle you're following. 3. You're on a lighted road. Or 4. You're driving in fog, heavy rain, snow, sleet, or dust. Worded another way, this is when you'll want to use your low beams. Flashing headlights. You can flash your headlights to get the attention of another driver to avoid an accident. If someone flashes their high beams from behind you while you're driving, it could mean that they noticed a problem with your car, like an open trunk or a gas cap. It could also be a reminder to turn on your own lights, check for burned out bulbs, or be wary of road hazards and speed traps. But be careful if you choose to flash someone else. Some people interpret headlight flashing as aggressive driving, and the meaning of a flash is far from standardized. Look away. When an oncoming vehicle has its high beam headlights on, avoid looking directly at them. Instead, look at the right edge of the roadway as a guide. Look, Kylie. Nope, good video.
Let's talk about headlights and when to use them. Headlights must be used between sunset and sunrise. Headlights must be on during any rain, snow, or fog. Headlights are required anytime you cannot see objects 1,000 feet ahead of you clearly.
Oh,
If you're out
Python.
in the country or in the mountains, use your headlights to make sure people see you. You can't use high beams when you're following another vehicle or another vehicle is approaching you, or when you're driving in fog. I know what you're thinking, but if I use my high beams in fog, I'll be able to see better. Let me show you what you'll actually see. Not so good, right? You're better off leaving them off.
Okay, that makes sense. You're driving on the highway an hour before sunset, but you can barely make out the vehicle 500 feet in front of you. What should you do? You should put on your damn headlights. Turn signals. Always use your turn signals for turning, changing lanes, or otherwise entering traffic from a side road, curb, or driveway. But don't leave your turn signal on for 30 miles. Remember to reset the lever back to the off position once you've changed lanes.